Oh, for sure. I think Blake's played 10, 11 games. We've lost one, which was a grand final. So we're confident as a group in Blake, and Blake's confident in himself. So it's we move on and crack on.
Really, for you guys, it's about the basics, getting to hold the ball, avoiding those simple errors.
Yeah, it is. Look, we were really good first half last week, and we were poor second half. So if we can put two halves together and prepare for what's going to be a tough game, I think the Bulldogs have shown a lot more fight this season, and we've got to prepare ourselves to be in a battle.
Blake said during the week he feels like this time it's a bit more like a weight spin off his shoulders because he's playing in those big games last year. Can you see a noticeable difference in him this year to when he first got a crack?
Yeah, I think he's got to get confidence from that. He played in the biggest games at the biggest time of the year. I'm looking forward to seeing him grow his attacking game as well under less pressure in the spotlight, where he's able to just focus on himself a bit more and a bit less pressure on the result as well. Obviously, we want to win. That's the main focus. But as you know, finals heightens everything. So I'm looking forward to seeing him grow his game.
Control's always a big bonus on and off the field. How much of that has been around and obviously with Blake this week?
Yeah, he's been good. He's as he was last year. He'll be in around, but the main focus for him is his rehab. We want him to really focus on getting himself right and coming back from this injury in the best shape he's been in this season, and we're confident he'll do that.
Obviously, can't avoid talking about the whole Milford situation because he was rostered or contracted to play here. He's in a really difficult situation now, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
The whole way the club handled the contract situation, is it a bit unfortunate? Is there more to it? Enlighten us?
Oh, look, I'm not really here to talk about Anthony's situation at the moment. I'm disappointed that he didn't get an opportunity to play for South due to the incident, but it's not this time or the place to be talking about that.
Have you spoken to him before?
I've been in regular contact with him, making sure that he's okay first and foremost. I said that publicly a little while ago that he's a human, he makes mistakes, and I'm not just his coach, I'm his friend, and I'll continue to be there for the future.
And as someone who worked closely with up in Queensland, do you hope that wherever it will be that he can continue his NRL career and get back on track?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
In terms of the game as well, it's always a massive one, and over the years we've had lots of battles going back to, when James Graham and Sam Burgess were involved. Is there still that energy, that passion in this Good Friday match that there used to be years back, do you think?
Yeah, for sure. I can feel the boys are very excited about it. It was only a couple of years ago, I think we won by 2 points, and then they beat us in the second round. So we know that the Dogs get up for these type of games. They're talking about a massive crowd out there tomorrow as well. It's going to be a great day, and our focus is on getting ourselves back on an even keel, and 3 wins and 3 losses. That's the main thing for us is the 2 points, but we know we're going to be in a battle.
I know your focus is the Bunnies, but coming up against Kyle, who came in under tremendous spotlight last week and was in the headlines and held his own. What did you make of Kyle's performance and what do you expect from him?
Yeah, I really liked it. I've said it before. I think, we big our young halves up too much and then we tear them down too easily. It's the toughest position to play on the field. It's not just about what he does, it's about the people we put around him. And I think, it's good to see Kyle get an opportunity. And I hope that he does well, just not too well tomorrow night.
Do you feel for, in general, no matter who it is, young halves in the game because of the scrutiny and I guess at the time the media can sometimes do?
Yeah, for sure. Every club's looking for that half that's going to be the next gen player. I just look at Tom Dearden. I thought he was thrown to the Wolves, sorry. Early on in his career, and it's great to see him bounce back and playing with an experienced half and enjoying playing footy. And that's, he's a player, and then we're seeing now what the potential was. But I think as a game, we just got to be careful on the expectation we put on young players.
Clearly a lot of thought process goes into what you are doing with these young players. We're seeing Griffin at the moment thinking that some of those young players need a bit of time away. Other coaches think they need to be thrust into it. There is a bit of thought process in and behind what goes on because it can make or break the player. Yeah,
for sure. And it's not just halves. We had the same mindset with Davey Moali a few weeks ago. He came in, did a great job for us against Melbourne, got a slight head knock, so we weren't going to put him out there. It just wasn't worth it for him and for us to dent his confidence in a tough game against the Roosters. Then we bring him back in, he comes in healthy and does a good job. And it's a balancing act between each player. Everyone's player's temperament's different. And I think each coach will have to have that relationship with their players and understand, okay, yeah, he's able to keep handling where he is, or no, we'll pull him out. It's just hard to tell, and obviously the way the team's playing dictates that sometimes as well.
What about, Hockey came in with a lot of expectation from this first 5 rounds, how would you describe his temperament and the way he's been able to handle regular first grade?
Yeah, Lockie came in with no expectation from us, and I think that was one thing the club and myself and the staff have done really well. He's got a simple job, but he's surrounded by Damien Cook, Cody Walker, Latrell Mitchell, Cameron Murray. It is a simple job for him when he knows those players are around him. And like I said before, he's got a great temperament. He's getting better every week. But it is something we'll keep an eye on, and we'll make sure that we're not overexposing him to too much too soon.
Just to go back onto the halfbacks, do you think, externally there's pressure, but do you think clubs can do more to protect young playmakers in general?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, again, it's expectation and pressure on coaches as much as it is on the players, and everybody wants results. But sometimes it's about making sure that young kid gets the pathway he needs, especially over the next couple of years. These kids haven't played much footy for 2 years, and I think that's something that's going to have a bearing on some of these young kids' development over the next couple of years.
Just quickly going back on that whole situation with Ilias, and in the pre-season you had a plan. Obviously, it was to have Milford there as backup or whatever. So your whole scenario literally, changed in an instant.
Yeah, yes and no. Lockie was always a long-term prospect for us. We'd signed him to a 3-year deal. We see him as a long-term future. We made decisions in and around that. Anthony was somebody who was going to give us options and security in and around there. But Lockie was always a guy who was going to get the first shot, and he's done a great job. I'm really happy with how he's progressing. He's got things he needs to keep working on, keep stepping up, making his tackles, things like that, and owning his kicking game, which he's keep working on every week. And if he does that, he'll continue to progress.